Hey everyone, what I'm going to do is show you how to set up appointment schedules in Google Calendar. Now, appointment schedules is an updated feature from Google this last spring. They used to have appointment slots, which is very similar to the schedule, but the schedule is a little bit more robust. And so I'm going to show you how to set it up so you can have teachers request meetings with you in a digital form. So here's how that works. So I'm in month view on my calendar. I'm going to click on month and go ahead and change to day view, and then anywhere here in the white I'm going to go ahead and change. I'm going to click on appointment schedule on my options here, and I'm going to give this a name. We're going to call this the demo schedule, just for this video. You name it whatever you want. People will see the name of this, so just keep that in mind. And then you're going to click continue. Even though it doesn't look like you can click on this button here, click on continue. Now we build our schedule. So we have the name here. You can always change it, and you can come back and change this later afterwards if you want to. First step is appointment duration. How long is your meeting going to be? And you can do custom numbers of minutes. So we're going to go ahead and leave that at 30 minutes. 30 is the default setting. Then you set your availability. So this can repeat weekly. It does not repeat. I'm going to go ahead and keep it set to repeat weekly because it's, and I'm just going to run this through the rest of the school year. So I'm not available on Sundays. On Mondays I'm available from, let's say, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Is my availability time. On Tuesdays, maybe you have standing meetings in the morning. Maybe you got leadership meetings or meetings in the afternoon. So my availability on Tuesdays is going to be noon to 4. So you can customize your availability based on what kind of standing meetings you have. And I'll also show you how this will automatically take out the chunks of time when you schedule another meeting and put it on your calendar. So but we're just working on available times now. So you can customize those times. You can also copy down all times. So let's say I'm available Monday, Tuesday, I'm available Wednesday, and I'm available Friday. And I'm going to be available from 8 to 4 all of those days. So I'm just going to click on the copy button and it makes 8 to 4. I can still go in and change individual days if I want to. Not available on Saturdays. Alright, next is the scheduling window. I'm going to have it start now. You can have it start at a different time and end at a different time. So you could have it start today and you could have it end on the last day of school or the first, whenever you quit taking meetings. But if you just do available now, it's going to just continue basically forever until you delete it. Maximum time in advance that appointments can be booked. It's going to be set at 60 days. That's the farthest out somebody can go into the future and book an appointment with you. That's a long time. You can also turn that off. Minimum time before the appointment start that can be booked is 4 hours. So this means that somebody can go 4 hours before their meeting time they want to meet and schedule an appointment. That's the minimum. They could go farther before, but a minimum, they have to do it, or they have to schedule the meeting, in this case, no sooner than 4 hours ahead of time. So you can change this, and it's always an hour, so you can change it. One would be the shortest amount, or if you uncheck the box, that setting is off and they could schedule a meeting 5 minutes before you need to meet. So it's up to you how you want to handle that. If you have it for 1 hour and somebody tries to schedule a meeting with you 30 minutes before, it's not going to happen. It won't allow it. So So you can keep that in mind. Adjusted availability, you can change your dates. You can change your availability dates here also if you want. And then book appointment settings. I like this. This is a setting that I wish appointment slots had, but it doesn't. You can add in a buffer time. So you can see right here on the calendar, these are all 30-minute time slots back to back to back. There's no break in between. But you can add that break or that buffer time, and notice how it goes ahead and breaks out that buffer time. So you have 30 minutes and then 30 minutes. We're going to put this at 15, and you can see how the white gets smaller. So you have a 30-minute meeting, and then the white is a break. So you have some transition time, bathroom time, whatever time to get on to your next meeting. So you can go over a little bit with your meeting. I really like the buffer time. And then maximum bookings per day, that's going to be shut off by default, but you can set, if you only want to meet with 5 people per day through this, then when the 5th person books the appointment for the day, then the form is basically locked and somebody can't book an appointment for the rest of that day. But that's going to be turned off by default. And then your color, my default colors for any events that I put on my calendar is red. If you want to disseminate between your regular calendar events and meetings and your appointment schedules, you can change the color. So I'll change this to blueberry. That's the color that they give you there. And then you can see how it's changed to that kind of bluish purple color. So I click next when I have those settings, and then this is the final screen. The booking page, photo and name. It'll pull my name and my photo from my Google account. Location and conference. Would you like to meet in person, via phone? This will be the same on every one. So I choose to do none and to specify it later, because with me personally, I may have people that want to meet just with a phone call, or some people that want to meet online through Google Meets, or want me to come and meet in person with them. And I'll show you here in a second how you can add a field to the actual request form where you can have them put in a location. The description, you can type in a description here and of the event, and then that's going to show up on everybody's calendar invite when they book an appointment. Booking form. So when you share this and somebody fills it out, they have to add or enter their first name, last name, email address, and then you can add up to 2 more items. So if I click on item, you can choose phone number, and you can also choose custom item. Custom item is the one I was just talking about, where you can ask for the location of meeting, and you can make this required or not. By default, it's not required. Check that box, makes it required. They have to fill it in. So they have to fill in first name, last name, email address, location. So that's information that you'll see on the calendar invite. Or maybe instead of location of meeting, maybe it's description of meeting. And then they can type in a text box a brief description of what they want to talk about. And then the last thing down here at the bottom is a booking confirmation and reminders. Calendar invitation, you and the person who made the appointment will get confirmation email with calendar invite. It's going to automatically be put on your calendar and the person who made the appointment's calendar. And then calendar reminder, the person who made the appointment will get a reminder email, and you set this. So you can basically force an email reminder to the person who set up the appointment, let's say a day before, and then also let's say 15 minutes before, and then you can add in a lot of different reminders, and then click save. So we have the appointment schedule built. So let's look at what what it'll look like for people who fill it out. So I'm going to click on the booking page. So this is what it looks like on the other end when somebody fills it out. So right now, it starts today, and in this case it starts at 10:15, but on the next day, Friday, you got 8, and notice that there's a gap between my 8 and my 8:30 time. I got some gaps in here. Okay, so let me show you my calendar. Let's specifically look at the 22nd here, because I have no morning times. Well, I'll show you. Yeah, so let's look at that. So if I click on the 22nd, so Monday, if I go back to my month view on my calendar and look at the 22nd, you can see that I've got a meeting with Angela that is scheduled from 9 to 11:30. So when I look at that, and then I've also have another meeting here that's scheduled through another appointment schedule. So really from 8 to 11:30 I am booked on different meetings. So that shows up here. So anytime you have an extra meeting added on, maybe a principal wants to meet with you, or you can schedule in a doctor's appointment and put that on your calendar. People filling this out won't see that. They'll just see that they can't book an appointment at that time. So I'm going to go ahead and book an appointment on Tuesday the 23rd at 8 a.m. Fills in my name, first name, last name, email address, location of meeting. We'll just say my office, and I'm going to click on book. It's going to give me a confirmation window here that the booking's confirmed, and it's for Tuesday the 23rd from 8 to 8:30. If I need to cancel it, I can cancel it here. The email looks like this. This is what the confirmation email looks like that the user will get. It'll say, and you also get it too, it'll say demo schedule, and it'll have the person's name in here. And then the person on their end, they can cancel the appointment, and then they can also book the appointment here. So they could cancel it and then book another one if they wanted to. So on the appointment schedule, you have a share button up here at the top where you can share a link out. What I've seen people do is in their email signature, they have just a little link like book an appointment with me, and they have a link to their appointment schedule listed there. And then the final thing is you can always come back in and edit this. So if we look at on the 23rd and click on demo schedule here, anytime you see the name of your schedule and it's got this grid next to it, that is your appointment schedule. You can see with the grid. So when I click on it and click on the pencil button, that's the edit button, I can come back in and edit all of this stuff if you want to, if you need to. I'm going to click on it again, and I got a share button here. And then the final thing I want to show you is the trash can button. Is if you need to trash it and start over, or at the end of the year you can trash it, click the trash can button, choose all availability, and then that deletes everything that deletes your appointment schedule, but you'll notice I still have these meetings on here that would have to be deleted individually. So that's how you set up appointment schedules in Google Calendar.